Hi guys, my name is Adam, and first I want to give glory to God here today. I go to Bakersfield College, and my major is biology.
Yeah.
And I'm graduating this spring of 2026. I'm really grateful to be here and to be part of this community. It really has gotten me through some tough times. I have hit rock bottom many of times, and being here with loved ones has really just uplifted me. And I just want to thank you all for being here and taking that first step. Growing up, I didn't grow up in a household that went to church. Faith wasn't something that was practiced or talked about regularly in my house. I didn't know who Jesus was. And as I was growing up, I started experiencing a lot of loss in my family. I've honestly been to more funerals than I have to birthday parties. And losing my family became normal for us. I would constantly hear my dad or my sister say things like, if God is real, why is this happening? Hearing those questions over and over kind of shaped how I saw God, or honestly why I didn't believe in him at all. And I remember sitting there thinking, if God is so real and if he's so good, why isn't my Thea here? Or why isn't my grandma here? Or why isn't my uncle, you know? And I would hear the other side of my family be like, it's okay, mijo, like, they're with God now, they're living the life in heaven, you know? And if I'm being honest, I didn't want to hear all that. And I wanted them to be there with me and my family. So at that same time too, I was just hearing all the miracles that God has been performing in people's lives, and if I was being honest, like, instead of that comforting me, it really didn't. It just made me question everything. And I would think, if God does miracles, why isn't he doing them for my family? So instead of bringing those questions to God, I try to handle them on my own. And that's when I really started smoking. And at first I really enjoyed it. I was smoking every day, and honestly, it felt like my mind could finally rest. I wasn't thinking about the pain, the questions, or everything going on around me. And for a moment, it felt peaceful. I'm not here telling you that smoking is bad or here to lecture you, or I'm just saying that it ultimately didn't help me. Smoking made me focus only on myself. And over time, it stopped being something I chose and became something I depended on. I would wake up every day needing to smoke, and I would smoke again right before I was go to sleep. It felt like that's just who I was. I truly believed I needed to smoke to function, to be myself, and I didn't think I could get through the day without it. Looking back now, I realized I wasn't finding healing. I was just numbing myself. I was just trying to escape the pain instead of dealing with it. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Just numbing yourself to escape but not actually healing? But then something started to change. I began to feel the emptiness that the smoke could never fill. I realized I was just trying to fix my pain on my own, and no amount of smoking could heal what was broken inside of me. And that's when I started turning to Jesus. I started to pray, even though I didn't know if I was doing it right. And spoiler alert, there is no right way to talk to Jesus, to come to Jesus. Just go to him, and you just do it. So I kept praying and asking him to take control and to help me stop depending on something temporary for comfort. I was honestly scared because for so long I didn't believe in him. And now I was coming to him for help. I feared that he wouldn't accept me. But I was wrong, so wrong. And every choice I have ever made has led me to this moment. So I kept praying and praying, and it wasn't instant. Breaking free from this addiction was hard. But with every prayer, every moment I chose to rely on him instead of smoking, I felt lighter. I learned to sit with my grief, to face my pain without running from it. And Jesus became my anchor, the one I could depend on, the one who reminded me that I wasn't alone, even when I felt like my world was falling apart. So slowly, I stopped needing to smoke, and my comfort and my strength didn't come from high anymore. They came from God. I realized I had been holding on to so much more than a habit. I've been holding on to anger, confusion, and pain. And Jesus Christ helped me release all of it. So Jesus showed me what real healing doesn't come from escaping life. It comes from trusting him in the middle of it. I'm going to say that again so you guys can hear that again, okay? Jesus showed me that real healing doesn't come from escaping life. It comes from trusting him in the middle of it. So now I can look at my life, and that even though all the loss that I've had, even the pain, God has been with me. He hasn't always removed my struggle, but he has carried me through it. And that's the kind of change last. Not the ones you can always see, but the ones that quietly transform your heart from the inside out. So thank you guys for hearing my story.